Okay, Patrick, we're a bit short of time, so we'll run through this. We're beginning with the lovely Greta.
Yeah, this is the emaciated Greta, as you can see. She's looking there with the mask under her chin. But it has to do with the cold snap right now, power outages in America, and of course, Greta can't very happy about that, especially because of the wind energy's role in that here. But so Texas has been hit again, Mike, as we reported 2 winters ago. You remember that big power outage that hit Texas in a big way. So they're having rolling blackouts now in Texas. There's a lot of different reasons for it. But I think the important point to point out here is that green energy is not helping to fortify the grid at all. In fact, just the opposite. Energy policy continues to gnaw away at the capacity of the grid here. And this is an interesting part I just wanted to pull out here. And I think this is also relevant to the UK. And it says, after running out of wood to burn during that freeze, Winona Cave, she's talking about the 2021 freeze, a 47-year-old in Finn, Texas, started stockpiling wood in anticipation of another winter storm. She said her current stash stood 15 feet long and 5 feet high. And so, isn't this interesting, Mike? That with all of the investment in green energy, with all of the subsidized money that's going towards all these things, that people still need as a backstop. They still need to go source and collect and store wood, and have a wood stove. So we saw efforts by governments. Remember in the UK a couple of years ago, Mike, all the rage was, oh, burning wood stoves are going to have to go. We're going to have to make them illegal. You
And
remember
that
all that
pressure is
talk.
still there. They're still pushing that as hard as they possibly can at the moment. Yes.
So this is a good example of people need wood stoves as a backup, and they need wood stock to get them through what could potentially be a disaster if you get a major cold snap here. So this is what's happening in some parts of the U.S. And so, but look at the grid problem, Mike, is basically fundamental. And again, this is a couple of weeks old, but they basically foresaw this problem here. This is the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas. But interesting detail, as the temperature fell and demand soared, they're talking about the previous blackouts, at 10,000 megawatts of thermal power plant capacity and 6,000 megawatts of renewable generating capacity was offline due to these conditions. So the problem that they flagged up here, Mike, which I think is important, once in a while you get some interesting factoids from people like the Federal Reserve, is that you can't attack whole sections of the energy portfolio, i.e., natural gas, and expect that the industry is going to have surpluses on hand, expect that the infrastructure is going to be able to cope with massive pressure here. And here's the point, and they put this also in this article. Additionally, Texas natural gas production is estimated to have fallen by almost 20% in December, according to Bloomberg, their new energy finance section, Mike. So we have a potential systemic problem that's going to roll over from one year to the next. And I just brought in this footage here from East Midlands here. That's a major coal plant there, East Midlands Parkway near Derby. That's British coal right there. And it's burning full steam, Mike, full steam ahead. So again, Britain's having to turn to coal to provide the base load for its energy grid in parts of the country. And I dare say Greta is much, much unhappy about that and will continue to be. But Mike, it's just a question of common sense and practicalities. And it's not, and this power plant here, and burning cleaner than ever before, by the way, these coal plants, it's not going to change the weather of the planet.
Mm.
It's not going to cause the oceans to boil, as Al Gore claimed at Davos 2 weeks ago.
Indeed, indeed.